Okay, so today we're gonna do a Q&A just like I promised a couple weeks ago, and then I did my story about body image. So you guys asked me some questions and I'm gonna answer them. So someone asked if I could be something or someone else for a day, what would I be? I think I would want to be a pregnant woman for one day. I've always been kind of fascinated with pregnancy and felt that it's interesting and felt that men and women definitely experience the world in very different ways, and also just being pregnant is so far from what I can feel and what I can experience in my own body. I think that would be really cool. Someone asked what my favorite cocktail is. My favorite cocktail, probably by amount of cocktails consumed, is definitely the Manhattan. That's pretty much my go-to whenever I am out. Pretty much anywhere, that's what I order. My favorite cocktail is the Blood and Sand. And so what that is it's Scotch cherry hearing, which is like a cherry liqueur. And it's not like a real syrupy cherry, it's like a darker cherry is how I would describe it. And blood orange juice, and there might be some bitters in there too. I don't know, I can't remember off the top of my head, but that is my favorite cocktail. I could drink those all day. Unfortunately, blood oranges are super seasonal. My favorite cocktail, short answer, most drank, most consumed cocktail, Manhattan. Favorite cocktail, Blood and Sand. Okay, so someone asked, because they know I play video games, if I could be a part of any video game, what video game would it be and why? Probably, well actually it's the same for both. So it would be Assassin's Creed Black Flag, I think that's the name of it. The pirate one, the one with the pirates, the best one. That was one of the best video games I played in a really long time. I'm a huge fan of the Assassin's Creed franchise, and that one really reinvented it in a cool way. I'm actually disappointed that they didn't kind of riff on that even more. But I loved it, it was super fun. Someone else asked me what I wanted to be when I was a little kid. So the first job I wanted, which I just think is hilarious, and like, you know, I mean, what parent doesn't want this for their child? But when I was a little kid, I was obsessed with garbage men and like the garbage truck, and all I wanted to do was be the guy who gets to ride on the back of the garbage truck. And like literally every day, or not every day, but every week when the garbage would be picked up, I would make my mom like, you know, tell me so that I could like watch at the window. And I totally remember like waiting for her, or waiting to watch the garbage get picked up, and like hearing the truck and like watching it. So that was the first thing I wanted to be. And then when I went to school, when I went to college, I really wanted to be a psychologist, and I really wanted to do therapy for people and lead. I wanted to be a sex therapist specifically, and that's something I would still really love to do. I think I would have a lot of fun in it. I would definitely enjoy this study. Some of my favorite classes when I was in college were the classes on human sexuality and human behavior and stuff like that. However, I really don't want to go to grad school. I just don't ever want to go to grad school. Grad school is hard. Undergrad is hard. I don't need any more student loans. So that's probably not going to happen. Currently, I really like what I do now. I like doing business operations and creative problem solving. But if I could go back in time and tell like my 18-year-old self to do something different, I would tell him to go to school to be a teacher, because I used to work at a summer camp and after school program, and it was super fun, and I loved interacting with the kids, and I really think I would get a lot of joy and a lot of good experiences out of planning lessons and being around kids and teaching them things and watching them grow. There's just a lot of joy that comes from that. Well, that's all the questions that I have so far. I thought I had more, but I can't find them, so hopefully the footage turned out and hopefully they're like interesting answers. If you have more questions for me, put them in the comments or tweet me or send me a message or an ask somewhere. I love answering questions. I love giving my takes on things. A bunch of people asked about my coming out story, and I don't really want to fit that into a Q&A, so I will talk about my coming out story in another vlog. But until then, I hope you enjoyed it. Like, subscribe, you know, maybe share it if you think it was good enough to share. Probably wasn't, but you know, that'd be cool. Would I download a horse? Yes. Yes, I would download a horse.